What is up, guys? It is Venomous Gaming,
Alongside Matt HQC here.
and today we will be giving you tips and tricks on DayZ. It's been actually updated quite frequently, which is kind of surprising from the DayZ devs. Um, but with everything being implemented in, like the reload glitch stopping and everything, we decided this would probably be the best time to give tips and tricks, since the game is at least stable for you to play on it. So we're just gonna go over some tips today. Is there anything you want to bring up?
There is one thing I want to bring up. In this video, it might get interesting at one point, because as soon as we got on, I kind of saw someone in the city I'm facing. So, if you want to see that, you know where to come over to.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if we literally run into somebody and just we die or if we get gunned down. But here's probably the first tip that I would give. I just spawned, as you can see in my gear, I have just the standard gear that you would come into the game with. Um, your number one priority is your hydration, which is your far right. In the bottom right corner, in the yellow, that is your hydration. It is going down. So your immediate thing is to try to find a water pump, a soda, a water bottle, something to hydrate your character, because the hydration in this game actually goes down kind of ridiculously fast. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh yeah, 100%. It seems like for some reason, I don't know why they do this, but they start you off already in yellow, and then from there, it's like this big panic of rush, like, oh God, I gotta find water, gotta find water, gotta find water, and then you end up missing stuff, you end up getting shot or chased by other players. It's just a mess, to be honest.
Yeah, it can be a mess at times because, all right, so your first instinct is to probably start running to try to find water. That is exactly what you don't want to do, because in the bottom right, do you see how it's going by 2, my hydration and food? Now look when I run. It's going down by 3. So while you're running around, you're looking all over the place for water, you're depleting what you already have at an extreme level.
Huh.
The only time that you really want to run is if you're being chased
Oh,
by
100%.
a zombie just like that.
Oh, oh, yep, here's a player right here.
And we are playing on a populated server that just got restarted, so people will start flooding in. Just FYI.
Yeah, there you go. Dance to that, boy.
Got me a
All right,
hat.
he's down. As you can see, here he is. Good old Mr. Bambi has little to nothing, actually has absolutely nothing on him worth getting besides a Coca-Cola. Oh, and some extra road flares. So he killed somebody, decided, hey, road flares are a thing that I want to have, and took the road flares. Oh, God.
And a big tip is, when you see this wool coat, don't just go buy it and be like, oh, it's just a coat, I don't want it. Come back and hit select over it, because there could be tuna in there could be Coca-Cola in there could be all kinds of things that's actually in the jacket itself. So make sure you check clothing on the ground. That goes for pants. I don't believe for hats, but definitely for pants and coats.
Ooh, another big thing that I've noticed is sometimes some of the loot spawns in some weird places, like you can walk past a chair and not notice that it's actually sitting on the chair, kind of like tucked underneath the table.
Uh-huh.
Or even with the boats on the shore, I know sometimes they'll have stuff, like little goodies hidden underneath that. It's just things you gotta watch out for, the small things.
Let's see right here. If you you come flying around this corner, oh, nothing here. See, you got to check stuff like this, like these little carts. Um, Sometimes sitting on the tables and desk, like over here. Just come take a look. See, here's a red boon hat, just like the one I have, or it's an orange one. See, if you just fly up here and you look around and just leave, you're not gonna see it.
Ooh, another big thing that I wanted to mention that I didn't actually know for the longest time when I was first starting, but whenever you get food, your cans, whatever, your first instinct is, oh, I gotta open this. Whatever I gotta open it, whether it be with your axe or with a knife. No, do not panic and just open it right away, because if you use an axe to open something, you're gonna be missing out on quite a bit of food, because the way they have it on here is like things like kitchen knives and things like that. When you open something with that, you'll have a lot more food versus if you use like this giant splitting axe, you'll have maybe what, 75% of that? And food is very,
Yeah.
very big on this game. It is huge.
Yeah. Which the most important thing you want to use for cans, if it doesn't have like a pop lid like the sardines, you want to use a knife or a can opener so you get the full effect of it. That way, when you eat it, and you're like, why did he only eat like 75% of it? It's because some of it was wasted when you tried to open it.
Yep, exactly.
Got me a lead pipe.
Oh, and at the moment, because at the moment that we are recording this on Xbox, diseases are not yet in the game, so you can drink from whatever water source you find. However, do not get used to this. Very, very, very soon will be adding diseases, and you can't just go up to the pond and start drinking away, or you're gonna get sick, and then you're gonna end up dying, and you're gonna be wondering,
Yeah,
well, what happened.
exactly. So don't get used to that. That's just basically like a loophole that we're available to right now. But later on, that loophole will be taken away from us. I think one of the most common problems for people that play this game is trying to find their friend.
Oh, 100%.
Um, so there is a solution to this. There's an app that you can use called iSurvive. You can even go on the internet and just type in Daisy map um, 0.63, and you and your friends, with a little bit of, looking around, looking for the sign, seeing where you're at, you can actually find where you're at and then do a meeting point. Just ask your friend, hey, can you meet me, yada, yada, yada. Halfway little point, y'all meet up, and boom. Me and Matt has done it many of times.
Oh yeah, I don't think you have to learn Russian just to be able to understand, because I know some of these have it translated into English and things like that. So
Yeah.
you're not at that much of a disadvantage, trust me. It's not that bad.
And surprisingly, I just found a stab-proof vest and a gun laying in the street. Unfortunately, the gun doesn't have a bullet.
Oh, that you know what? That actually brings up a perfect topic. Bait. That is a very good
Hmm.
topic. Bait. There will be a lot of bait on this game. Oh man. Okay, so as you know, usually I don't know if you guys have watched many DayZ videos before, but in DayZ there are heroes, bandits, and Bambis. Usually you'll fall in between one of those three, and usually the bandits are the ones that leave bait in spots that they know that Bambis might want to go, look for some loot. And when they go in there, bam, there they are right in the door, guns blazing, you're dead. Restart, and then you're in like some endless cycle where you feel like you can't get anything because you keep going for bad situations or you're just playing stupid. And me and Venomous know because we've we've set a few traps
Oh, we
ourselves.
know. Oh yeah, and see this right here. This is why you need to be checking the zombies, guys. Look, he has a soda on him. So even when you kill a zombie, make sure you check its body. I just found a soda. My hydration is in red. That just saved my life. Even though I am at a water pump, that could be the difference between you surviving and not.
100%, 100%. Oh, another good thing that I think we should mention that we didn't actually know for at first, but your stamina bar in the bottom left, I know everybody can see it. So your stamina depends solely based on how much you are carrying, and every item has different weights. It's usually in what I think it's the top right corner. It says, let's see, like I have this giant vest on. I think it's a ballistic vest, giant ballistic vest. It weighs pretty heavy. It weighs a good bit, and if I take that off, my stamina would go up probably at least by half of what I have now. It's honestly insane, but a very, very good, rule of thumb for this is don't carry too much because you're going to need to be able to run out of certain situations. I know you want to come in and loot everything, grab whatever you can, but try to resist it because the second you do that, you're packed down. You're going to try to outrun somebody, and they're going to be light, have more guns than you, and they're going to be able to catch you, and that's it. Time to restart.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And when you do get to a water source, don't just take a few sips and it goes into like your normal little gray color, like okay, you're fine, you've drank it. No, drink until your character literally cannot drink anymore. You need to fill up as much as you can of water. Okay, you see in the bottom right, in you see the stomach beside the health? that means that I'm so full that my character's on the point of puking. So now that I'm done, I'm hydrated, I'm good to go. My blood and health is going back up after I fought that zombie. And that's how you also replenish blood and health. You want to eat food and you want to drink water. That's a good way to get it back up.
Another very good idea for this game is it's a very community-based game. I highly, highly suggest playing with a mic. Uh, there is a few problems with the whole Xbox Live Party chat and the microphone at the moment, but you know, irregardless, playing with a mic is very, very crucial. I mean, wouldn't you agree on that?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. There's been so many
Oh,
times that
absolutely.
people just walk up to you, "Hey man, you don't have a mic?" Well, I know on the PC version, good old Venomous here told me there's a motto. You want to tell me what that motto is?
KOS. No, Mike, you basically kill on sight.
Yep.
So,
Oh man.
unfortunately, if you don't have a mic, in most cases, you're gonna get killed. So, um, that's just the way it is, you know.
Another.
I almost want to say I'm in Berezino.
You think so?
I think I am.
I think I'm heading up to.
I
I'm
know,
heading up
I'm
towards
at that
way.
spot where we did the water thing. Camped it.
Oh.
That's
Oh
exactly
my
where I'm at. I just walked by the building.
Huh. Interesting. Oh,
I'm heading to the police station right now.
actually, speaking of food, there's one thing I wanted to mention. So, not every single food is going to give you the same amount of, fullness or whatever that other foods give you. Like, you can drink a Coke and it's going to pull you up a lot. Yeah, sure, but wait till you find some tactical bacon or some beans or I think it's I can't remember if it's spaghetti or like ravioli or something like that. Those
Yes, that's the little
give you
spaghetti can.
those give you the most. You will get the most for your money out of
Oh
those.
yeah. And that technical bacon don't play no games.
Oh no.
Literally, if you try to eat the whole can, you'll puke.
You could be in the
Like,
in the
technical
yellow,
bacon is
almost
probably the
flashing
best.
red. You eat about half of it and you're done. You won't need to eat again for at least 20, 30 minutes. It is actually pretty nuts. I think I
Yeah,
might
that
check
is
these
a
out soon.
lifesaver. And you can find those in like military tents and barracks. You take the bigger risk, but the reward is definitely worth it.
Another very good idea that I highly suggest is don't just walk into any city or any group of buildings without at least looking around first because you have no idea who's camping the buildings, waiting for someone to go in. 'Cause that's what bandits love to do. They'll just wait outside,
Mm-hmm.
make sure, someone goes in there. There's either one way in or they have buddy and they got both ways out covered, so you're done no matter what.
Right here, I'm just at the top of the police station. I found a pistol suppressor, but nothing else, unfortunately. And right here, I'm just gonna scope it out a little bit, make sure there's no one like around me before I move. That was a good example that Matt was bringing up. That you want to check your surroundings before you just start moving in and out, because people in this game just do not care. They will kill you on sight no matter what. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. That's the role of hero and bandit. So.
Yep. You're basically testing luck every single time you play the game.
Yep.
I need to eat. Ooh. And see, like
But
right now,
once the game gets more updates, that's when you're really gonna start seeing a lot of stuff come in the game. Like Matt said, like diseases and stuff. Right now, we're in the luckiest stage we can play this game in.
oh yeah, because right now you don't have to worry about diseases or anything like that. You can just come in, play exactly how you want to, and that's it. You don't have to worry about getting sick or catching some weird illness or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
See, I luckily just found a kitchen knife. That's what you need to use to cut cans open effectively, and a can opener.
yeah, it's funny because I actually don't have one. I had to use my axe, and then I didn't even get. I got a little over half, I think, of the nutrition. So, yeah, not the best idea. But I mean, sometimes you have to do what you gotta do. Don't be afraid. Don't think, oh, I'm gonna waste this, because you're gonna find more. You're just gonna keep finding them, finding them, finding them. You just have to really work, try. You can push inland more if you want to. There's still cities in that way. Actually, I think inland is where a lot of the better loot is, even though most spawns tend to be on the coast. But it's that way for a reason because most of the better loot's inland, and they don't want you to just right from the beginning just run straight to a certain spot in like 5 minutes, get the best gun, kill everybody. Because DayZ's more of like an experience game, not just run and shoot or battle royale. Because I remember I remember me and Venomous were on a server and he found this dude and the guy was like, so who wins the game? He's like, what do you mean who wins the game? And he started asking about circles and all kinds of stuff. He was like, dude, you're in the wrong game. This is not Fortnite or PUBG or H1Z1. This is just I don't know. I don't know what people really expect out of DayZ, but it's not Battle Royale. I can tell you that.
Yeah, if you think this is PUBG or Fortnite or like a Battle Royale game where you just get dropped into an area and you kill everybody, the objective of this game is role-playing. There's a reason it came from PC because I guess the PC community at least has a little bit more of a mature audience and an older audience, so I guess they can roleplay a little bit better. When it comes to here, the Fortnite trend is just kind of, taking over the mentality of games like this. So.
I mean, you will find some good guys on here. I'm not gonna lie about that, but a vast majority are KOS, kill on sight, or just straight up weirdos.
Just a mess.
Like you'll have the new guys.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you want to be friends? Hey. And you're like, dude, you have no idea what you just gotten yourself into. You sound way too happy. Oh, gosh.
And sometimes people will bait you into stuff like that. They're like, hey, yeah, come with us, man. We got food and water, yada, yada, yada. And next you know, you're being tied up with a rope and a burlap sack's going over your head, and they're doing whatever they want. So.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so that's where I am. So I think I have to look at the map, but I think I'm going up. I'm going up the coast for sure. I think I'm going towards Berezino, which, if like he said, if you look at the I Survived DayZ map and all that good stuff, you'll be able to see exactly where you are when you can find signs like that actually have the writing on it. And from there, you can be
I
like,
might be in Solinchi again.
you think so? Because I think that might be where I'm going to, or at least where I'm close to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I'm at. I'll have to go check the sign and see, guys. Here's a good example of navigation. You will see these blue signs like this. And just in case you don't know how these signs work, that on the right, that number means how far you are away. I would suspect in miles, or I guess it wouldn't be kilometers, it had to be miles. So you would look at that, that's in Ukraine or Russian or whatever, and you would look at the translation on your map that it would already have on the app or what you would use on the internet to look it up. So XENM. I've caught people just standing at the signs reading it, and you can literally run up behind them and just hit them in the back of the head and start just hitting them.
Yeah.
So stop, look at your app or look at whatever you need to do or what you have, and figure out where that is to the left of you or right or wherever it was telling you. So let me look on my map real quick and I get to tell you where I'm at.
A good idea I like to use is I try to remember at least 3 or 4 of the first few letters, and then from there you can usually kind of figure it out. Like I remember this at the end, or just something like that. Because I know it's not going to be the easiest to try to remember everything.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to remember absolutely everything, but...
Especially with this gigantic map. This map is enormous, guys. I don't think you understand how big this map is. If you went from the bottom right corner, walk diagonal up to the north left corner, oh god, how long do you think that would take? I'm guessing at least 2.5, 3 hours.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, I'm in Berezino.
Berezino? Okay, cool. So I'm heading up the coast towards Berezino. My map's not around me, I don't think, but I know at least where I'm going. Another thing that you guys, if you're lucky enough to find a compass in the very beginning, compasses are very, very huge.
Oh man,
very huge.
Yeah, if you don't know how to use a compass, when you look at your map, just remember that up is north, right is east, left is west, down is south. And when you get your compass, look at your map and look where you are in the game, and then you can direct yourself from where you are. It's pretty simple. Just practice with it a little bit. And it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. Once you start using it, you'll be like, oh, this is way easier than I thought. In the beginning, it's a little tricky navigating, but once you practice, you'll be able to. Sometimes you'll spawn in a city you know where you're at. I know me and Matt have done that a few times. We're like, oh, I'm here, yada yada yada, or I'm here.
Yeah. It's just little things like that. Eventually, after like playing, you start to kind of pick up on your location. Really, like you can. What's what I'm looking for? Like remember landmarks a little bit better. I found a kitchen knife. That's actually what I
Yeah.
came in here to find. That's pretty lucky. I usually don't get that lucky.
And even on those apps, if you're looking for a certain type of loot, they actually have some loot spawns marked. So if you're going for certain loot, like military loot, or you're going for food or water, or you're looking for a water pump, those are actually labeled on those maps. So it's not
Oh,
like you're just going to a city hoping that, oh, I hope a water pump's there. No, it will tell you, hey, dude, there's a water pump here, and then you can go get you some water.
oh, 100%, 100%. I think honestly the maps are probably the most useful things that we found about the game because navigation is everything on here. If you don't know where you are, some of these cities are more dangerous than others, and you will figure that out at some point. One way or another, you will figure that out.
Oh, yeah. Like, if you've been trying to, like, go into the city, you've heard gunshots, you're like, wow, I guess I just got lucky and spawned here, or whatever. Occasionally, like, people from the north will come back down to just kill fresh spawns.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, if you hear, like, an AK going off, he probably didn't find it in the city, so don't expect going into the city like, oh, man, there's going to be an AK and a Desert Eagle or something. No, that's from the military bases up north, and they're coming to kill y'all just to be bandits.
Yeah.
So...
But I
But
should
that's
say,
that's pretty much all I can think of tip wise. If you got anything else to add,
I think I have a few more. One thing that you were saying about the whole AKs, that doesn't mean you're not gonna find them, because you might find one, but they like to tease you a little bit. They won't give you a mag, and it'll be extremely damaged
oh
where you can't
yeah,
even use it. So you're thinking to
oh I
yourself,
love
oh, I got a
that.
gun, but you don't really have a gun.
Yeah, that is very true. But you might get lucky, and there might be one in the chamber. So let me show you an example right here. I'm sure Matt can as well. See when I pull this out. Okay, when it's in my hands like this, in the top left corner of where the gun is, there should be a bullet little symbol if there's one in the chamber, or you can look in your bottom left over there. You see how there's a plus in parentheses, and there's a zero, and then there's zero beside it. That's what's in the chamber, and beside it's what's in the mag. Since this is a single
Oh,
loader, it's not gonna have that. So unfortunately, I found this without, a bullet in it. Unfortunately.
oh, this just got interesting. Hang on, guys. Oh,
Someone
uh,
near you?
yeah, it's a bandit, all right, too. At least it looks like it's a bandit. Definitely
Uh,
Mosin in hand, 100%. Uh,
I
he's
just found a
aiming at
ballistics
me.
vest.
Yeah, that's what I have on too right now. That's what's weighing me down so much, where I can't really run so much. You might end up getting me trying to get some cover. Yep,
Oh
there's a
yeah,
shot.
God, I just realized how much stamina that took.
Hold on. Can I get it? Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is where knowing your surroundings is key, because there he is right there. Let's see if I can.
Now, these crates do drop
Oh, there he
military
is.
loot if like the cargo crates.
He can come right or left side. Got a few hits on him. I don't know. I might miss that one. Let's see. Yep. Oh, and he got me. Yep. See, just things like that. You're gonna end up dying. So honestly, if you die, don't freak out. Don't think, oh man, I had the coolest loot in the game. What am I gonna do now? I'm kind of screwed, right? You're not screwed. Everyone restarts from the
Yeah, I
start.
mean, yeah, you're gonna die in DayZ, so don't expect to keep your character alive for like 9 months or something, unless you're just going into very very low populated servers
Oh
and you're doing
man.
it intentionally. So
I
just enjoy the game, enjoy the experiences that you get from each playthrough.
oh god, you'll never guess where I just spawned. It's probably one of the worst spawns you can
Electra?
get. Yeah, 100% Electro. Okay,
Oh God.
I guess this is a pretty good time to tell you guys about the two worst cities you could be near.
Yeah, Electro and Cherno is not where you want to be.
Yeah, they're very bottom of the map, very bottom south, and they are the hot grounds. There's actually three hot grounds for PvP. There's these two, and there's the Northwest Airfield. The Northwest Airfield is a military base with some of the best loot you will ever find. Like I went in
Yeah,
there, I
you
did.
head to the Northwest Airfield. You better be ready.
Oh, 100%. I went in there with nothing, and got into the very first building, and I was able to get an AK and an M4 and a bunch of ammo for it, and then I ran out of there so fast. I was so scared. I'm not even gonna lie about it. I was terrified. Oh man, that sucks. I
Well,
lost my UMP,
that's
but
hey, it is what it is,
oh
man.
yeah, I know. It's always gonna happen. I think even on the not the last update, but the one before that too, they actually had to reset everyone's characters, and I know a lot of people were mad, but you can't be mad about it. It's gonna happen. Things are gonna
Yeah.
happen. It's a work in progress. If you're, thinking, oh, but I wasted all my time. You're not putting time on here to, win the game because there's no winner at the end of the day. It's about having fun and the experience of you getting these situations that you've never heard of. Like me and Venomous here, we literally saw 7 people within what you think like 10, 15 minutes, and we killed them all
Oh, easy.
because we were being
Yeah.
bandits that day, and it was the weirdest situation because one guy came in the house, we killed him, we ran out, and then here comes another guy walking in the same house, not even a minute later.
Yeah, it was literally one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. We literally just killed somebody in the house. We walk outside, we're talking about how crazy it is, and then some other dude walked straight in the house trying to loot, and I was like, huh, well this dude's about to get a surprise, and
Yeah.
then he went to Night Nightville.
Just things like that. This game will give you some of the best experiences and get your heart pounding a lot more than most games. That's one thing for sure. It's the most
Because
frustrating.
yeah, you're looting up and you're spending so much time, and then when something threatens like your character that he's about to lose all that, you feel a lot of pressure.
Oh, 100%. You start getting nervous, and you're like, okay, I worked so hard for this M4, this AK. I'm not trying to lose it. I just killed this other guy for it. I'm not gonna let him get me and take my stuff. Oh man, it's fun though. It's real fun. But yeah,
Well, all right, guys, that's gonna be it for me.
yeah, I don't have anything else either. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about all I can think of for beginner tips. If you guys like these videos, we can put out some advanced tips too. Me and Matt bought the game literally on its release, and we've been
Yeah.
playing it ever since, even through fighting through bugs and updates. So if you guys got any questions about how to start a fire or loot spots, we can easily show you those. So just hit us up. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll keep you updated on this character. This character is, I guess his name's gonna be Frank.
Poor Frank.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you in the next episode.
Bye, guys.